Since you've asked about Blue, a Web of Spider-Man story, fan film, again, I'll provide a deeper dive into the fan film, its connection to the Spider-Man, Blue comic, and any additional context I can gather, while ensuring I don't repeat too much from my previous responses. If you're looking for something specific, for example, cast, production details, or reviews, please let me know, and I can tailor the response further or search for real-time information. Overview of Blue, a Web of Spider-Man story, fan film. Blue, a Web of Spider-Man story is a fan-made film by Infinity Entertainment, released on YouTube on February 14, 2025. The film is a non-profit passion project inspired by the Marvel Comics limited series Spider-Man, Blue by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, 2002-2003. It focuses on Peter Parker's emotional reflection on his first love, Gwen Stacy, set against the backdrop of Valentine's Day. The fan film adapts the comic's introspective tone, emphasizing Peter's grief and memories of Gwen rather than action-heavy superheroics. Connection to Spider-Man, Blue comic. The Spider-Man, Blue comic is a 6-issue miniseries that follows Peter Parker, now married to Mary Jane Watson, as he records his memories of Gwen Stacy on Valentine's Day. Through flashbacks to his college years, it explores his romance with Gwen, their social circle, including Harry Osborn, Mary Jane, and Flash Thompson, and his battles as Spider-Man against villains like the Green Goblin, Kraven the Hunter, and the Vulture. The comic scores Peter's lingering grief over Gwen's death, from The Amazing Spider-Man number 121A122. Balanced by his acceptance of his current life with Mary Jane. Its melancholic tone, rooted in nostalgia and loss, is captured by the title Blue, symbolizing sadness. The fan film, Blue, a Web of Spider-Man story, draws heavily from this narrative. It retains the Valentine's Day setting and Peter's reflective mood, focusing on his emotional journey rather than large-scale action. While the comic uses a tape recorder for Peter's narration, the fan film likely adopts this to a modern context, for example, voiceover or internal monologue, though specific details about its storytelling techniques are limited without viewing the film. The fan film's Instagram, at infinity_entertainment_40, suggests it aims to honor the comic's emotional depth, with promotional materials emphasizing Peter's connection to Gwen. Production and release creator, Infinity Entertainment, a group known for producing fan films, as seen on their Instagram, at infinity_entertainment_40. Release, February 14, 2025, on YouTube, aligning with the Valentine's Day theme of the story. Format, as a fan film, it's likely a short, independent production, focusing on character-driven storytelling due to budget constraints typical of non-profit fan projects. Inspiration, the film adapts the comic's introspective narrative, possibly recreating key moments like Peter's memories of Gwen or his encounters with classic Spider-Man villains, though scaled to fit a fan production's scope. Cultural context and significance. Fan films like Blue, a Web of Spider-Man story are a testament to the enduring popularity of Spider-Man and the impact of stories like Spider-Man, Blue. The comic is celebrated for humanizing Peter Parker, focusing on his emotional vulnerability rather than his superhero feats, and the fan film aims to capture this essence. By choosing Valentine's Day for release, Infinity Entertainment taps into the comic's romantic and melancholic themes, likely appealing to fans who cherish Gwen Stacy's legacy in Spider-Man lore. Limitations and further exploration. Without access to the full film or detailed reviews, I can't provide specifics on its cast, runtime, or production quality. If you'd like, I can search X or the web for recent posts, reviews, or behind-the-scenes details about the fan film. Analyze the Spider-Man, Blue comic further, diving into specific issues, art style, Tim Sale's distinctive, expressive illustrations, or its influence on Spider-Man adaptations. Check Infinity Entertainment's Instagram, at infinity_entertainment_40, for updates or teasers. If you want real-time information. Questions for you. Are you looking for specific details about the fan film, for example, cast, plot specifics, or fan reactions? Would you like me to explore the Spider-Man, Blue comic in more depth, such as its themes, art, or impact? Should I search for additional information about the fan film on platforms like X or YouTube? Let me know how you'd like to proceed.